OK 嗱，今次呢輯節目咧就會講12生肖啦。咁喺睇之前咧，我就俾個驚喜你哋先。
So before we start our explanation of the upcoming 12 zodiac signs in the 2026, we have a surprise announcement.
嗱，點解咧？事關咧，我會喺每一輯裏邊咧，會揀一位觀眾，咁咧就會喺電腦平面圖裏邊同佢睇風水。
So we're offering a free chance to get a virtual reading from Master Paul, based on our viewers.
咁咧就會有人同你聯絡嘅，到時抽中你嘅話。
So if you are a viewer of ours and you are picked, you will be reached out through someone from our channel.
咁當然梗係要
Like,
留
comment,
言
and subscribe.
contact 我哋，同埋點讚。嗱，記得要留言，留言裏邊咧最好就係咩咧？講啲恭賀嘅説話。
So to be picked, all you have to do is in our videos comment a New Year saying, and then also, what you like in about our videos maybe, and then you might be our lucky winner.
係啦，嗱，所有資料咧，到時咧我會我啲徒弟會同你聯絡噶啦。咁你喺呢個位置你就會見到噶啦。
So you will be reached out through someone from our channel, and you will see your name on the videos if you are picked on the upper corner right over there.
好啦，咁祝各位新年快樂先。
So wishing everybody a great luck of start to New Year first.
Hello， 咁多位又係波師傅時間啦。
Hi, welcome back to our channel.
OK， 咁而家講到咧就係2026年生肖屬龍嘅朋友啦。
So now we're up to those born in the year of the dragon.
嗱，咁講之前，首先咧就話俾你知，你已經中咗啦獎。
Congratulations to you, our winner.
係啦，咁我會有徒弟同你聯絡噶啦。
So we will have someone who will shortly reach out to you through our channel. Again, you are the winner.
OK， 嗱，咁講到龍咧，今年咧其實咧一半一半啦，有好有唔好啦。
So for those born in the year of the dragon, this year's kind of not great, kind of not horrible, but not the best.
係啦，事關今年咧，你有一個都幾可以每一樣都解決到嘅星嘅。
So there is a star that can help solve all your problems.
不過咧就有幾個麻煩啲啦，例如天狗啊、吊客啊、浮沉啊、血印嗰啲咁嘅星啦。
But there are also a few that can be hindering you.
OK， 咁咧即係話，以今年咧，其實你好大機會咧就有受傷啊、成嘅意外出現嘅。
So there's a high chance for those born in the year of the dragon this year that there will be a high chance of you getting hurt.
係啦，所以我建議你今年最好打個3合先。
So we recommend those born in the year of the dragon this year to wear our jade chain that we recommend.
好，3合咧就係雞啦、老鼠啦、猴啦，同埋一個八卦。
In the order of the rooster, the rat, the monkey, and then the 8 jade.
OK， 嗱，咁又要留意下啦。如果你係1940年或者係2000年出世嘅朋友咧，就要更加小心啦。
Especially those that are born in the year 1940 and 2000, you have to be extra cautious this year.
係啦，事關咧今年咧，你好大機會咧會有一個血光出現啦。又譬如好似2000年啲朋友就會去游水啊，成日都小心啦。點解你一個浮沉星咧，就喺水裏邊其實都係好危險嘅事嚟嘅。
So those born in the 1940 and 2000 are more likely to sustain bodily injury harms where it will cause you to bleed, possibly extensively, and if you are born especially in the year 2000, this year swimming may be a little bit more on the edge for you because there's the star that is in your element this year. One of them is called like float sink type of thing, and obviously float and sink has to do with water. So in the water, it can possibly lead to like circumstances that you may not expect to happen.
OK， 事關隻天狗星咧就代表容易受傷啦，咁咧有機會破財啦，咁個吊客咧就有啲我哋叫做喪事出現啦，所以咧就要盡量留意啲啦。
So again, right, because of like one specific star in your element, it leads you to get hurt easier, and then also there may be more chances of like attending like funerals and like mournings this year, so therefore the chance of you getting hurt is also increased due to all the just the elements of like the quote unquote like negative energy that you may be surrounded with this year.
係啦，小欣，你本身個命宮裏邊咧出粒天解啦，其實好多嘢都可以解決嘅，咁所以就係話每一樣嘢就小心啲，就應該唔會出現咁大問題㗎啦。
So although there's all these problems, you do have that one good star. It's basically like the problem-solving star. So all the problems that you have, because of this lucky star that you do have in your alignment, it can help solve all your problems. But all you have to do is really just be more mindful, be more careful, and be more aware.
OK， 講到健康啦，身體啦。咁咧2000年出生嘅女士就要小心少少啦。事關咧，你今年咧好大機會咧，你會有氣管出現問題啦。
So for those born in the year 2000, especially females, you want to be a little bit extra cautious of your respiratory health this year because there's a chance that you may have some respiratory issues.
所以氣管出現問題咧，其實咧你唔好當係小事啊！如果一續就會死人㗎啦，所以一定要小心。
Yeah, so if you do have respiratory issues, you have to be more vigilant on it and get it checked out right away because respiratory has to do with your breathing and, you don't want to impact long run of your health.
咁 OK， 咁就其他屬龍嘅朋友啦，就要小心啦。點解咧？今年咧你有機會咧係會有車禍啦、意外嘅受傷啦。就同埋喺工作方面咧就要小心啲啦，事關你哋有機會會做手術啊，成嘅咁嘅情況發生嘅。
So for everyone else who is born in the year of the dragon, you are at a higher chance of possibly, getting into a car accident, needing surgery, or some sort of like heavy medical intervention, so be very careful with yourself this year.
係啦，所以就留意小心身體，即係盡量都係唔好玩啲危險嘅嘢啦。
Yeah, try not to, do anything extreme this year. Be more cautious, be more careful, and just be more on the down low.
OK， 嗱喺工作方面啦，咁咧基本上咧，你只要今年用多啲用個腦筋去轉動嘅話咧，咁你細心少少啦，咁其實咧喺工作上咧，你應該可以做一番新嘅事業出嚟嘅。
So for career-wise, if you just, spend a little bit more time thinking, contemplating, and working things out, it shouldn't be too bad for you.
係啦，你大膽嘗試啦，應該冇問題㗎啦。OK， 嗱咁喺財運方面咧，其實今年咧就唔係咁利屬龍嘅朋友嘅。事關點解咧？今年其實咧你個破財機會都會比較大嘅。
So this year, in terms of wealth, it's not so great for you, those born in the year of the dragon, because there is a pretty good chance that you may possibly, lose, some money or like break your wealth in essence.
係啦，咁如果做生意嘅朋友咧，就譬如你嘅拍檔性啊，咁你就留意小心少少啦。
So especially if you are an entrepreneur and you have your own business, be careful and mindful of, those that you work with you or in your space in terms of managing finances.
係啦，你做啲心理準備啊，咁啊提防就應該問題都唔會話去到好大嘅。OK， 咁感情方面啦，其實咧今年屬龍嘅朋友感情咧比較波動啲嘅，叫做波動年啦。點解咧？佢有個星係即係我哋叫做唔穩定嘅，浮嚟浮去，飄嚟飄去嘅。
So the relationship-wise with those born in the year of the dragon this year, it's a little bit like a roller coaster. So there's a star in your element this year, and it's called like kind of like the literally like the wave star. So it creates waves and like possibly rifts in relationships.
係啦，OK 嗱，譬如咁講，如果單身嘅朋友啦，或者係未結婚嘅朋友咁就唔同啦。事關我都講緊今年嗰個年咧係比較波動浮得幾緊要嘅，所以咧變相咧你有好大機會出現一個異性係你心儀嘅異性出現嘅，咁你要把握機會啦。
So if you are single and not married, there is a high possibility that your other half that you are looking for may appear this year for you. 嗱，但係結咗婚嘅朋友就唔好咯喎，點解咧？事關咧你個頭先講感情會起伏得好大，好似過山車咁，又上又落，又上又落，咁變咗兩公婆就好容易有摩擦嘅機會啦。But if you are in turn married, because like I mentioned, it's kind of like a wave, the star where you go up and down, and it's like a roller coaster. It could cause, ups and downs in your relationship with your other half, your significant other. 係啦，所以咧就要知道自己啦。點解？雖然你個天解星可以解決咗好多問題啫，但係有時咧摩擦得緊要咧就好難去修復嘅，所以小心。So be mindful of everything this year because like although you do have the star that can solve a lot of problems for you, because if you're constantly going head to head with your partner, it can cause rifts, like I said, and that can become irreplaceable damage, you know, like that you can't fix it anymore. So just be very mindful with how you are with your partner this year.
係啦，咁屬龍嘅朋友咧，基本上都講晒㗎啦。OK， 而家係講到2026年屬蛇嘅朋友啦。
So now we're up to those born in the year of the snake.
上年咧就犯太歲啦。OK， 咁啊，梗係運程性啊，梗係樣樣都冇咁好啦，係咪？咁但係今年咧，其實咧都唔係好得去邊嘅啫噃。
So last year, right, it's the year that you are going against your own zodiac, so obviously things weren't so great. This year, it's still not that amazing.
雖然咧有一個卓越星可以喺度照住啦，但係咧裏邊咧都有個病符啊，有個亡神嘅即係唔好嘅星啦。OK， 咁咧就變咗咧就會令到屬蛇嘅朋友咧就會比較麻煩啲啦。
So you do have one good star, but there's two stars, mainly the big one that's not that great is the sickness star. So it makes things quite complicated for those born in the year of the snake.
係啦，成日亡神星咧，我又叫做七殺星。咁咧其實咧係代表好多飛嚟橫禍嘅事嘅。
So the second star, not the sickness star, the second star has another name, and basically what it really stands for is that like there's just going to be a lot of random moments or occurrences, situations where it just does not help you, and it just comes out of nowhere where you will take a lot of like quote unquote like damage.
係啦，雖然卓越星可以話即係一個吉星啫，但係始終凶星係比較惡啲嘅，所以就要小心啦。
So although you do have one good star, your two unlucky stars are quote unquote in what Chinese we call meaner than the lucky star. So therefore it makes things complicated for you.
係啦，咁所以我建議最好就戴一個三合先。
So we recommend to wear the jade chain necklace that we recommend or bracelet.
OK， 順次序啦，就係猴啦、牛啦、雞同埋個八卦。
So in the order of the monkey, the ox, and then the rooster, and then the eight chain, the 8 hexagon.
OK， 嗱咁要留意嘅年份啦，就係1941年同埋2001年出生嘅朋友啦。
So especially cautious for those born in 1941 and 2001.
咁你要留意就係5月啦，事關5月咧，你留意個心臟或者血管啦。
So especially in May of the Chinese calendar, be a little bit more mindful of the cardiovascular and respiratory area.
OK， 咁喺身體方面咧，就注意飲食啦，就唔好立亂去食啲唔熟嘅嘢啊、剩啊，尤其是海產類嘅嘢啦。
So especially this year in terms of food consumption, be a little bit even more cautious of what you're eating. If you can, try to avoid seafood.
係啦，事關咧，如果唔係嘅話咧，好大機會令到你咧個肝臟啊、胰臟啊就出現太大問題㗎啦。
So reason why is because like these elements, just if added in the wrong area and the wrong time, it could heavily impact your liver and then a couple of other things in your body. So just be very mindful of what you're consuming this year.
OK， 今年工作方面咧，其實咧就有個吉星照住啦。咁喺事業上咧，你其實有新嘅發展，又有貴人出嚟會幫到你嘅。
So in terms of career, things seem pretty well. With your career, things are looking up for you, and you do have possibly someone who can bring you to higher places in your career for you this year.
係啦，只要你喺工作方面做得好嘅話，你一個新嘅機會會晉升同埋加人工啦。係身體上出現問題，但喺工作上你就出現反而問題不大嘅。
So this year is really the year to even maybe put in even that little bit of extra because you have a very high chance of being noticed by your supervisors and superiors, and this will be the year you possibly gain even more favor from them, if not already. The problem really this year isn't really career-based wise for you, it's more of health-based wise. Career-wise, everything looks pretty smooth sailing.
嗱喺今年咧，你好大機會咧會轉過另外一份嘅新嘅工作，咁呢個新工作咧其實咧個發展空間都會好大嘅，咁你做好心理準備迎接下一年嚟嘅工作啦。
So there may possibly be a job switch, career change for you this coming year. So if this is something you're looking forward to or something you have been thinking about, welcome it with open arms because it's most likely it's going to happen this coming year.
OK 喺財政方面咧 ，OK 你又會有其實都有幾大嘅上升空間嘅，咁好自然啲財運咧就會比舊年會提升咗嘅。
So because like I mentioned, career-wise, everything's going to be pretty smooth sailing, going pretty well for you. For this coming year, in terms of wealth, that should correlate hand in hand, where if you're performing better in your career, you're getting raises and promotion, your wealth would be better in subsequence.
Yeah, 尤其是喺下半年啦，你嗰個財政咧，其實咧個財運係比上半年會更加好啲。
So you will also notice that in the later half of the 2026 year, that your wealth, your stability, your financial ability will be better than the beginning half of the year.
嗱喺命宮裏邊咧有一個亡神啦，咁咧會影響你日常有一個思維啊成嘅，好似成日都忘記咗某一樣嘢啊，或者唔記得帶某一樣嘢啊，或者漏咗某一樣嘢咁嘅出現嘅。
So remember I mentioned there's two unlucky stars. One has to do with your health. The other one, it kind of like makes you more of a very forgetful person, where you like will forget things, doing things or bringing things, or just like to do like planning and stuff like that. So just be very mindful. You will be pretty forgetful.
即係你今年其實咧最容易唔見嘅就係銀包啦，手機啊、銀包啊，或者你自己隨身嘅物件啦。
Yeah. So the most common things you may possibly lose this year is like your phone, your wallet, things that you normally take with you often, but this year will be the year where you forget about it, or you misplace it, or you forget to bring it, etc. So be very careful of your little things this year that you use every day.
OK， 咁喺感情方面咧就冇乜突破嘅啫。
So in terms of relationship, nothing big, nothing really like changes wise whatsoever.
OK 嗱單身嘅朋友啦，依然係冇突破咁，即係依然係單身啦。
So unfortunately, if you're single, there's not going to be much of change. So therefore, you may still stay single.
冇辦法，真係冇辦法。OK。
There's you just don't have that in you this year. Sorry.
OK， 咁今年如果結咗婚嘅朋友咧，其實咧就冇乜嘢話大嘅衝突啊成嘅，只要大家互相可以傾到偈，就其實每一樣嘢都可以解決到啦。事關喺感情方面就冇乜問題，財運方面同埋工作方面都冇乜問題，只係身體出現咗啲我哋唔係好想見嘅嘢，所以你做好咗一年頭做好咗你自己嘅準備嘅話咧，基本上咧過咗佢嘅農曆嘅5月都其實每一樣嘢都開始順翻嘅。
Yeah, so there's not a lot of big things, even for those that are married this year. If you are married, keeping communication, keep talking to each other, don't take temper out of each other, be a harmonious couple. Everything should be pretty much fine and well.
係啦，咁2026年屬蛇嘅朋友咧，基本上都講晒㗎啦。
So now we're done with talking about those born in the year of the snake.